how your marriage contract affects your will. Because if, in South Africa, we have this major problem, and I think it's a problem, that your default marriage is in community of property. It has so many ramifications that people are not aware of. Like, not only that you own each other's debt, so any debt your partner takes on is your debt, but in your will, your estate, you're not free to give your estate to anybody you choose. So who would like to, David, maybe do you want to, Moradi, maybe you want to pick this one up.
All right, let me jump in, and I'll just touch on in community of property, and then I'll let David run with the other marital regimes. So in community of property, Maya, like we said, it is a problem. It is the default. And a lot of times I've seen that the only time, clients actually start engaging and understanding their marital regime is when the other spouse actually does not make sense to them anymore. When people are starting to have, funny vibes in their marriage, and you sit down and you explain to them, this is how you can actually structure your estate to protect your share. That's when people get an eye open. It's like, oops, I didn't know that. The unfortunate part, if you are married in community of property, everything is in one pot. Meaning I said we've got freedom of testation in South Africa. So meaning, if you are married in community of property and you want to set up your own will, you can. However, there's always challenges around it being executable. I'll make an example. We've got people who are married in community of property, and the one person wants to bequeath half a share of a house to a cousin. How will that work? Is the cousin now going to come and live with your husband, or is the cousin going to buy out your husband? We get those dynamics, and we get it a lot of times. When I'm talking about in community of property, I also want to touch a little bit on customary marriages that have an in community of property default around them. And that also creates a little bit of a problem. I always say to people, if you are married in terms of customary marriage, it is advisable to go and register it. And if you can opt to register it out of community of property, so that it doesn't default and go in terms of the civil in community of property. I think,